YouTube, it's Michael from Asymmetrical Preparedness. So, today I want to talk about SHTF and start thinking now. Start analyzing. When you guys are driving around, to and from your houses, to the store, to work, back, whatever, look around. Be observant. Look along the way. Where are all the blackberry bushes at for foraging? Where are the trees at that you may need to cut down for firewood? Who around you, what houses have things like solar panels, wind birds, gardens, livestock, things like that. Those are potential preppers that you just haven't met yet. Or even if they're not preppers, they're just self-sustainability, self-sufficiency, self-reliant type people that are interested in that at least. Who has chickens and grows eggs in your area. These kind of things, if you live in a city or a town, is a little more difficult. But keep your eyes open. Maybe to some extent, what kind of vehicles do people drive? May give you some kind of a hint. Just be observant. Where are the closest stores to you? You already know that. But where are the big warehouse stores, package store, stuff like that. I'm not advocating, raiding these places or anything like that. Of course, when crap goes south and hits the fan, even without rule of law, you don't want to be a thief. But you need to know what the closest ones are to you, and different routes to them, so that you can get some last minute preps in if you have a little bit of a warning. I would suggest, not trying to go out and prep at the last minute, of course. Do a little bit every day like I talk about. But also, if you take one route to and from your house every single day, vary it. See what different routes you can take. Vary your routes so that you can learn different ways to get places, different ways to get in and out of places. So you'll better know your area. Keep your eyes open. Just think about things. Where are, gas stations? Where are all different kinds of things? Who has, older vehicles that are like EMP-proof type things, if that's a situation. I'm not saying to go steal them, but you may need to go talk to those people and, coordinate with them to get a ride somewhere or something. Same with trailers or horses. But if you look at a house and, you're driving by and maybe there's a little bit of land, property, like where I live, a lot of people have, property, of course. A couple acres at least. And you see, a little wind bird, you see some solar panels, you see some outbuildings or cross-fenced yards or areas. They have some animals, you see some chickens, they got a big garden area, some raised beds, some greenhouses, stuff like that. That's a big indicator of somebody that you may want to go talk to now, but especially now, but maybe even later on. And even, like I said, keep your eye out. Pay attention to the roads around as you're driving to work or riding to work, whatever, however you get to work or to the store or whatever. Where are the blackberry bushes, wild blueberry bushes, strawberry bushes, oaks for acorns, just all the different things. If you know your wild edibles and your wild medicinals, which hopefully if you don't know, you're learning about, you will be able to identify a lot of things that say someone goes down when you're at work. Hopefully you have a get-home bag with calories, but maybe it's you're getting home is a long, arduous journey. Maybe it'll take a couple of days. So you need to know what you can eat along the way. Also, sources of water, that's a big one. who has ponds in their yard, where the creeks are, where the streams are, where the rivers are, where the lakes are. For me, it's, Puget Sound is everywhere, but that's salt water, so that doesn't do me much good. I don't know if I'm not going to sit there and set up a solar still and desalinate some water, not in a get-home situation. Maybe long-term, yeah. And also get-home, I'm not going to sit there and go fishing. But you need to know where these things are. They are sources of calories. Fish and other things that grow in or around water. A lot of things grow around water. So that's a big deal. Water will be a huge deal in an SHTF scenario. But yeah, just pay attention. Just think. You'll be amazed at what you see. Look around. Be observant. Terrain features. Analyze the terrain features as you're driving to and from. Like I'm driving to and from. I'm driving to work right now. Analyze high spots, choke points. Where could I be attacked from? Where could I, defend from? Kind of thing. Analyze your situation. Look around you. Be observant. I'm always looking at that. I'm always looking at overpasses. Oh, there's a choke point. There's somewhere somebody could use that as a control point, or I could potentially, if need be. Especially the areas around the closest to your house. Think about things like your area where you live, your neighborhood, just use neighborhood, whatever your situation is. Whether it's a huge area with people, lots of property, or you live in a packed apartment building inside a city. How can you control access to and from your area, your neighborhood? How many roads are leading in? How many in and out? How many control points or roadblocks, fixed fighting positions, listening posts, observation posts? How many would you have to post to secure a decent area, or your local area, or whatever area you think would be adequate? Talk with your neighbors. Talk with these people. Especially if you see people that are, gardening and raising animals and stuff like that. They may be at least of the same mindset, sort of. Maybe they're full-on preppers and you didn't even know it. Find an excuse to stop by. Say hi. I don't know. Just say, you just realize that you don't know any of your neighbors. Bake some chocolate chip cookies, some banana bread, something like that. Go around your neighbors and just say, hey, I was just thinking about having talked to my neighbors. I don't even know a lot of my neighbors. I just kind of wanted to get to know people in the neighborhood. And so I brought you some stuff, and then just chit-chat with them. Small talk. I talked about, I made a video about how to get people into prepping. First, you need to feel them out. You may be surprised. I think prepping is a lot more mainstream nowadays than it ever has been. Except for maybe like our grandparents, great-grandparents. They were preppers and didn't even know it. They had food storage, pantries, root cellars, stuff like that. They set food aside because they had to for winter, or for times when they crop loss or whatever. People used to do that all the time. We're just so used to the on-demand society of going to the grocery store every day that a lot of people don't think about that now. It's crazy how many people I see go to the grocery store and get like one item or something like that. I'm kind of hoping in the back of my mind, maybe they're only getting one item because they're self-sufficient. That would be awesome, Who knows? I don't know. I don't judge. Don't judge people. We don't know what their situation is. Person in front of you in line, person behind you in line. That's what I try really hard not to be, is judgmental of others. We don't have the right to be judgmental. Of course, we're going to form opinions. We're going to see, analyze people. That's another thing you need to be practicing. Who looks like a threat? Who's threatening? Who's carrying themselves in a confident manner? Who looks like they might be carrying a weapon? If they're concealed carrying and they look pretty confident, they're probably a good guy anyway. You don't have to worry about if they're all nervous and stuff like that, hiding something under a coat or something, and they look wishy-washy. Well, keep an eye on those kind of people. Just be observant to everything about your surroundings, people. What are sources of food? What are sources of water? What are sources of threats, whether they be people or keep your eye out, for natural disaster type warnings. What is the USGS, U.S. Geographical Survey? talking about Mount Rainier. That's something I think about. Has it been trembling at all? Is it, just things like that. Whatever is in particular in your area. Yeah, just be observant. Look, learn, think, observe, and just do the things. Prep a little bit every day, like I say. Don't prep out of fear, prep out of peace of mind. Have fun with it. Schedule family outings to do these things, like the scouting and the, go fishing in a lake. So, just look on a map and find where a lake is or a pond or something like that. And if it's somewhere where you have access to, go access it. Go fishing. Have a picnic. While you're picnicking, look around for some wild edibles, wild medicinals. Take your kids, teach them. Make it fun for the whole family. Camping is great. Outdoors, just get used to being outdoors. Get used to cooking over a campfire, or open fire, open flame. Get used to being out in the elements. Just get out. Get used to being in nature. You're going to be in nature a lot more when things go south. Even if you have a good, solid place to live and be safe, like a bug out location or something, you're still going to be out in it. Get used to having your hands dirty in the dirt, growing food, tending your garden, stuff like that. Even if you live in a city, get out. Cities have community gardens a lot of times. Get involved in that, community gardening. You're working the garden, so you have some say in that, or you have some ability to reap the benefits of the food grown in that garden. A lot of communities have those things, community gardens. And if they don't, try to figure out a way to start one, maybe. I don't know, just throwing out some ideas. I just want you guys to think, use your brains, and always be bettering yourselves. So, if you like, please subscribe, hit the like button, do the things, share the videos, get the word out, check out other prepper channels, share the love, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful for my subscribers. You guys are a blessing. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are having fun with this. I hope you're getting a lot out of it, and I hope you are just really enjoying the process. Do the easy things now when it's easy, so they're not hard when it's hard. With that, blessings to you all.